Welcome to another edition of the Turnpike Sports Book Report. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're here to give you a whip-around look at some of the news coming out of the sports betting industry over the past week. Press releases, info at turnpikesportsradio.com. Also, you can watch the show on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV platforms. Plus, you can listen to the audio version not only on Amazon Music, but also on Pandora and the new Samsung podcast distribution we have.
Oh, okay.
This week, we've got in our state and national reports, we're going to be talking about Kansas celebrating its very first year of sports betting.
Yeah, first year anniversary.
Exactly.
Nice.
We have July numbers from Colorado, and we've also got August benchmarks from Montana, Iowa, and New York.
Okay.
Deal section, we're going to be discussing the new deal that was announced by the Delaware Lottery. We've also got a WagerWire deal, as well as a trio of Prohibet deals to talk about.
Yes, that's huge. I love that.
Industry updates, we're going to be talking Kentucky, which just became the 35th state with live sports betting. We didn't have a chance to talk about it last week at press time. We had already taped, so we're going to be talking a little bit about it today. We have a bunch of launches for properties, sports books, and also products to talk about in industry updates.
Always like the new products.
Yes. Yeah. And then we're going to finish up with our legislative roundup from Florida, North Carolina, and Missouri. We'll start talking our state and national numbers right after this.
80% of falls in the home occur in the bathroom. Don't put yourself or a loved one at risk. There's a safe bathing system for everyone's budget.
Enjoy a bathing experience that combines safety, comfort, and excellence. If assisted living is not for you, a BCI walk-in tub may well be the answer, giving you the safety and freedom to live independently. A BCI walk-in tub is the most affordable and comfortable walk-in tub in the market today. With our dual drain technology, your tub will drain quickly, and for those that still like the feature of a shower, our two-way bliss gives you both a handheld and overhead shower head. We offer the best financing in the industry with payments as low as $99 per month or no interest, no payments for 18 months with approved credit. For comfort, safety, price, and selection, it's got to be BCI Walk-In Tub. Be one of the first 50 callers and save $1,500.
Call 800-354-4377, 800-354-4377 for a free no obligation in-home consultation.
Attention. If you owe back taxes to the IRS, watch this urgent message. The IRS is cracking down by hiring 87,000 new agents to garnish your paycheck and put liens on homes and businesses. They can even seize your bank account. The IRS calls it enforced compliance, and now they have the manpower to get you. Penalties and interest on unpaid taxes compound daily. So call One Stop Tax Relief Shop and get the IRS off your back. They're experts in the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. And no other tax shop gets you more or faster approvals. One Stop Tax Relief has resolved thousands of cases since 2014 and saved clients millions of dollars. Call now for a free consultation. Connect with tax professionals who get the IRS off your back.
Call 800-605-0688. 800-605-0688.
One Stop Tax Relief Shop.
The state of Kansas just finished its first full year of legal sports betting. They launched in 2022 and finished its first year. The state's 4 retail books and 6 mobile online books recorded $1.85 billion in handle and $166 million in gross revenue for the year.
Pretty good.
Let's see, 4% of the total handle came from the retail books.
Yeah, I can imagine that. I mean, you know, state, there are only 4 retail books, so I would think they're not. Are they in one place? Are they scattered throughout the state?
They're in different areas. They're in different areas.
So it's still kind of a drive.
Yes.
I mean, there's nothing like betting sitting on your couch. and
No,
doing
no,
nothing.
no.
Or laying in your bed and doing stuff like that.
One other note from the first year of sports betting in Kansas, DraftKings had about 47% of the entire Kansas sports betting handle.
Pretty impressive.
FanDuel was second with about half of what DraftKings brought in.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 1 and 2, DraftKings and FanDuel,
Wow.
as
Okay.
always.
Yeah.
Yes. Colorado is now about a month or so behind everybody now, too.
What do you mean by reporting?
In terms of reporting,
Okay.
they have released their July numbers.
July numbers. Well, when we're talking about Colorado, the one sport I'm always interested in is table tennis. For some reason, Colorado loves their table tennis, and you know what? It must be profitable because it's always one of the top. What is it? In July? What else is there to bet on? Is it top 5 sports?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Well, before we get to table tennis.
Oh, I stepped all over table tennis.
That's
You're
okay.
table
No,
tennis
Colorado
report.
became the 6th state in the post-PASPA era to pass the $13 billion all-time handle mark.
Okay.
13.1. They reached that in 39 months, which is pretty quick.
Pretty good.
Regarding table tennis, your favorite sport in the world, we have a $12 million handle on table tennis.
Wow.
It was 5th behind baseball, which was the first one.
Yeah.
We have basketball, tennis, soccer, then table tennis.
Basketball is interesting. Is it international play kind of thing? We're talking about July numbers
Right.
here. So, I mean, are these future bets or the basketball thing?
It could be future bets. It could be international.
Interesting.
They don't break it down.
I didn't think basketball would be up there, but
If you look at the way Colorado releases
then
their
again, I
numbers,
didn't think table tennis would be up there. So
Well,
okay, but
just for everyone out there listening, the way Colorado breaks down their sports, they don't go pro basketball, college basketball. They don't go international or domestic basketball.
They
just say basketball.
Okay.
And they just list
well,
the
yeah,
amount.
well, let me tell you something. WNBA
That was playing,
that
so
was
it
playing.
could be that.
So, okay,
Yep.
all right. I
Right.
know a lot of people bet on
Hey,
WNBA.
WNBA could be one of
My
the
apologies.
most popular sports.
I didn't think of
Yep.
WNBA, so my apologies.
What's interesting, this was the largest percentage of handle for table tennis I've seen in a while. 4%, 4.3% to be exact, of the total handle was table tennis.
Wow.
Usually it's about 2%.
It was it Colorado and Oregon, right? They
Well,
love
now
their table
that
tennis.
now that DraftKings has taken over the Oregon sports betting industry over there, they don't release the numbers too often regarding the individual sports.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right.
Also, of that $12,176,372.62
Of the handle of
table tennis,
table tennis, yeah.
all but $25 of that handle was bet online.
Wow, okay.
Somebody went and retail bet table tennis. That must I don't know where you can do that in Colorado, but
So we're thinking that $25 was a single bet from
they don't know. They
a
didn't
whole
break
bunch
it down.
of $2 bets on
Could be a bunch
retail.
of 50-cent bet. You never know.
I don't think retail would take 50 cents.
I don't know how the retail works in Colorado, but $25 retail.
Okay, so $25
Yeah.
was spent
Yes.
of the $12 million in handle.
12 million plus. Yes.
Only $25 was bet retail.
It's an interesting breakdown, isn't it?
Okay, all right.
What is that?
I
99.999%.
have. Wow, unbelievable.
And we're going to finish up with New York.
Okay.
Now, we got a couple different things to talk about with New York because they also released their August numbers for the entire month as well as their weekly numbers.
Okay.
Regarding August in New York State, $1.12 billion in handle. All but $5 million of that came from is online. All but $5 million. $5 million was put in the retail books.
Okay.
So $1.12
Which
billion.
means upstate New York.
Yes, right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know about those casinos coming down. Right.
Well,
I have yet to see anyone mention if they're going to be doing a sports book in those casinos. I would assume so.
You can't.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you cannot have a casino. You can't open up a casino without a sports book. I mean, we have casino operators and CEOs on House of Cards, our broadcast radio show, and I asked them that. I mean,
Which
is
broadcasts in New York. Gotta
it's
tell everybody that.
it's broadcasting, and it's I ask people when they're opening up casinos.
Yeah.
I mean, do you need a sports book in your casino. And I think probably all of them said, yeah, nowadays you do. So
The $1.12 billion, it's the 16th time in 20 months of online wagering that the New York State has topped $1 billion in handle.
wow.
August total was 25% more than August of last year.
Wow. Good.
Which that's kind of an interesting number because the industry really hasn't added more sports books.
No, but
25% more.
Interesting.
I wonder if the retail bettors are leaving the retail to go more to the online now. I wonder if we're seeing that kind of switch over. Yeah,
certainly the population center in New York is certainly in New York City. So.
But the state's 12-month streak of $100 million plus revenue ended in August.
Okay.
Not by much. It was like 99 million. 99,000. It was just under the
just under
the 100 million. 99 million. It was just under the 100 million.
Those dog days of summer. Yes. Plus, let's be honest, the Yankees and the Mets. A lot of people in the New York area have kind of lost interest. They're kind of out of it, and So,
but
I was watching the other day. I was watching Yankees Red Sox, and it just didn't feel like Yankees Red Sox. Yankees kind of weren't in it.
Everybody is, yeah. So, but August revenue, fourth lowest in the industry's history. Also, regarding the tax structure, because we're getting to the anniversary of the announcement from Governor Cuomo when he was pushing sports betting and all that. Governor Cuomo predicted $500 million annually in taxes to the state. Last year, $693 million.
Wow. Okay.
They're on pace this year for $800 million.
Wow, that's great.
Possibly more.
That's great.
Yeah. So
that's why states do it.
Yeah.
For the tax dollars.
August was also the second time in 3 months DraftKings beat out FanDuel for the top spot.
Wow. But
in terms of handle.
DraftKings is coming on strong. I mean,
in terms of revenue, it's still
FanDuel
because I think DraftKings pushes the parlays a little bit more.
Well, like I said, a lot of sports books are pushing parlays. Boy, you sign on to a sports book and they have some of the parlays already made for you.
Yes.
It's really incredible.
Now, going into the week ending September 3rd, we just praised DraftKings for taking over the handle spot for the month. That week, DraftKings also posted its first ever revenue loss in the New York market.
Okay.
They also posted the largest weekly loss in the New York market of any book.
Wow. Okay.
So they did a high and a low kind of thing. So FanDuel also passed $11 billion in mobile handle, and FanDuel, and then DraftKings passed $8.5 billion.
Okay.
So handle numbers are extremely well for both of those. DraftKings is struggling with the revenue a little bit too sometimes.
Well, look, I mean, I can tell you, living in the New York City area, I mean, they are advertising like you wouldn't believe.
Yes.
So, those are the two, 9 times out of 10, if you're looking at a sports book advertising in this area, it's either DraftKings or FanDuel.
That's it for the state national reports. Let's head on over to some deals. In our deals segment this week, we're going to start off in the state of Delaware.
All right.
The Delaware Lottery announced a deal with Rush Street Interactive to replace 888 Gaming as the state's online platform. What this means is 888 Gaming had been the only platform the state of Delaware had used since the inception of online gaming in 2013. Rush Street Interactive is coming in to take over the iGaming platform and also to introduce online sports betting in Delaware.
Okay.
So I don't know when that's going to start, but the deal is in place now for Rush Street Interactive. Whether it's going to be Bet Rivers or Play Sugar House, we don't know yet, but it's going to be there's going to be online sports betting at some point.
Well, and you got to remember, I know people are listening. Did he say 2013? Yes, because Delaware, remember, we're talking about iGaming. Delaware was one of the states that had iGaming.
Yes.
So since 2013. So,
yes, and they have yet to have online sports
betting.
Which
is bizarre to me.
Yes.
And by the way, they had sports betting before PASPA was overturned, but Delaware had this weird kind of betting. It was parlay betting.
Yeah, that was the only one you could do in Delaware.
Yeah. So
And I remember going to the Dover Downs Casino.
Yeah,
with the
everyone said,
there.
"Oh boy, everyone's pushing parlays now." Boy, Delaware was doing it because that was the only kind of betting you can do in Delaware.
They were the precursor to what's going on now for the
Right,
online
parlays,
market.
you
So
know.
kind of interesting.
Everyone's warning about parlays, and
Yeah.
the sports books want you to do parlays, and Delaware was doing it well before PASPA was overturned.
Delaware made their bones on parlays.
Yeah, that's all the only kind of betting you can do.
We have WagerWire announcing a technology integration and media partnership deal with Better, BETR.
Okay.
Under the deal, WagerWire's tech will be integrated into the Better Sportsbook, allowing Better customers to buy and sell their sports bets as well as their fantasy bets.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, WagerWire is a secondary market company. They take customers' bets. There's a couple of those out there like that, but WagerWire is now fully integrated with Better. If you're a Better customer, you will be given the opportunity to buy and sell your picks.
See, I like that option.
Yes, the secondary market's always great.
I'm wondering if we're going to see that more deals like that. So
Probably
'cause
will.
I like that option that you're giving your customers.
Yes.
So.
Trio of Prohibet deals.
Yep.
Prohibet deals, I should say. We've got Hard Rock Digital. We've got Prime Sportsbook, the brand new sportsbook that's being launched.
Yes.
It's, in Ohio and going to be in New Jersey as well. And we have the UFC.
Oh, okay. Good.
All three of them have done a deal with Prohibet to monitor illegal betting being done not only by college personnel and players, also pro.
Yep. No.
So kind of a necessary.
I love
I don't want to call it a necessary evil, but it's a necessary part now of operating sports betting markets right now.
Well, look, I mean, sports betting customers want to know what they're betting on and what they're involved with is safe and secure, and Prohibet is such a great idea, and U.S. Integrity is doing amazing things in the industry, so good for them.
Regarding UFC had just announced back in 2022 that they have a prohibition of any type of wagering on UFC events by fighters and members of the company. So this goes in step with what the UFC has been trying to do. Mm-hmm. They had a whole issue of some of the trainers and personnel betting on UFC fights, which really challenged the integrity of the sport for a little while.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, like I said, it's as a customer of the sports betting industry, you like seeing this. You like knowing that everything is run properly and run with integrity, and you want to make sure that happens, and I think it's a great thing.
Last note regarding the Hard Rock and the Prime Sports part of these deals, those two, not only will they be looking at illegal bets placed by players and personnel of college and pro, but they're also going to be able to detect when somebody puts a bet on a prohibited league.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. That's good. By the way, speaking of, we were just talking about advertising and sports books and things like that. Here in New Jersey, I'm seeing a lot of Hard Rock bet. Is it Hard
Rock Bet?
Hard Rock Bet.
That's the reiteration, relaunch. Yeah.
No, but it is just a lot of it lately. So
they rebranded and they launched the rebrand. So.
Yeah. No, I'm seeing it. It's great.
That's it for the deals this week. We're going to be talking industry updates right after this.
Every 40 seconds, a kid is reported missing. Find the Children provides educational material that teaches your kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs are very successful in bringing kids back home to their family. You can help protect our kids and bring the missing kids home safe by donating your unwanted car, truck, SUV, or van, running or not. We guarantee you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast free pickup, usually within 24 hours. Over 2,000 kids are reported missing every day. Call now to donate your vehicle. Donate now to bring these kids home safe.
Call 800-934-2260. 800-934-2260. 800-934-2260.
Welcome back to the Turnpike Sports Book Report. Industry updates. Well, we have Kentucky becoming the 35th state in the country with live sports betting.
Yes.
Retail launched, I believe, on September 8th, and then we're going to have the online launching, I believe, September 28th.
Okay.
Regarding the entire industry, I mean, we didn't have a chance to talk about it last week, so we're talking about it now. I think kind of the fun part is seeing the first bets.
I always like that. I've been to a lot of those, and it's always a fun, big experience.
We have Governor Andy Beshear.
Okay.
Placed the first bet in the state of Churchill Downs. He did a $20 parlay. Here we go with parlays again. College football, NCAA football.
All right.
The over on the wins for University of Louisville and Kentucky.
Okay.
And the under on Duke for win totals.
All right.
Kind of an interesting parlay there.
Yeah. I get that. I guess that would have to be. Can you imagine the governor of a state doing an under and win total for the big university?
Yeah.
I mean, that would just be devastating for his political career. You have to go over with the win total.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
Representative Adam Koenig, who was instrumental in getting the sports betting passed, $10 bet on the Reds to win the World Series.
Okay.
And Representative Michael Meredith, $20 on University of Kentucky to win the NCAA championship.
Okay, I like that bet most of all.
That's actually a good bet.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah. Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman placed a bet at the opening event at North Kentucky's Turfway Park.
Okay.
$20 bet on the Bengals to win the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Decent bet.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to happen, judging by what just happened week one.
Week one, it's only week one. You know.
And also one of the other announcements, Caesars Entertainment launched their retail book at it's called the Caesars Sportsbook at Red Mile, which is one of the horse tracks there.
Okay.
So 4,600 square foot retail book. It's the only one in central Kentucky right now.
Okay.
Simple Bet.
Yes.
Always breaking new ground in terms of micro markets.
Was it Chris Bevilacqua?
Chris Bevilacqua.
Yeah, had been on the show lots of times.
Chris and company have released what they call the Same Drive Parlay.
Interesting.
Okay. It's a system, a parlay system that allows bettors to create their own pre-built drive script and build prop bets into a parlay bet on a single possession. You've got what will happen on the first play combined with how long the drive will end. Those types of markets are being offered as same drive parlays.
Wow. Yeah, Simple Bet is doing absolutely amazing things with the micro markets. I mean, they think of things that, I don't think of, and it's just amazing what you can do now with the micro markets.
It's going to be interesting to see how this same drive parlay works, because I'm curious to see exactly what you can do. I know PointsBet a Fanatics experience offers lightning bets during drives.
Yeah,
but this is you build a parlay on a drive. Which is something really different in the market.
It's just great. I mean, it's such a great. I mean, it makes sense.
Yes.
Like what I was saying before, it makes sense. But I would never have thought of something like that. It's it's an amazing feature that Simple Bet has.
Colorado's down to 5 sportsbooks now. We had another closing.
Okay.
We have Maverick Sportsbook, Fox Bet, PlayUp, Sky Ute Sportsbook, and Elite Sportsbook now have closed all their doors in Colorado.
Okay.
Better. We just talked about Better in the previous segment. They launched in Virginia. That's their third legal market after Massachusetts and Ohio for sports betting. Bally Chicago opened their temporary casino at the
Yes.
Medina Temple.
Chicago has its first casino.
Yes.
How about that?
And they took their first legal wagers
Nice.
over the weekend
Okay.
as well when they opened. Plain Ridge Park Casino filed with the Mass Gaming Commission that they will be opening what's called the Sportsbook at Plain Ridge.
Yeah, because originally it was Penn,
Barstool. Yeah.
and that was going to be a Barstool
Right.
retail
Yes.
sports book. So since things have changed, but my question was, are they going to make that an ESPN bets thing?
That may happen. Right now, it's just
kind of
yeah. And for people who don't know where this is located, it's the Flutie Sports Bar.
Doug Flutie, the former Heisman Trophy, and I guess he made his big mark in Canadian Football League, but he played in the NFL. He played in the USFL too for the New Jersey Generals. But he had a sports bar and a pretty good restaurant.
Yeah, it was. It was
in the middle
it was
of
pretty
the
good.
casino. So I guess
Yep.
that is now the sports book, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
It's going to have 4 betting windows. They're going to move the 14 kiosks that were on the casino floor into there as well. It's also, by doing that, they're going to expand the gaming floor space overall. It's going to increase from 43,000 square feet, almost 44,000 square feet, to 50,000 square feet.
It's in a great location too. It's like right in
Yes.
the center of the gaming floor.
It was the only place that made sense in the casino because it had all the video screens.
yeah.
I mean, that looked like a sports book
Yeah.
before they even did the sports betting launch in Massachusetts. And last entry for our industry updates, Rush Street Interactive launched Prop Central on the Bet River Sportsbook and also Play Sugar House. It's a location in the sportsbook online where all prop wagering options are located.
Great.
You can actually bettors can go to Prop Central and navigate through the different menu of prop offers that Bet Rivers Play Sugar House will be offering, and you can actually do the prop betting in just one location. You don't have to go game by game.
Now, is it still Play Sugar House in Connecticut? Because it used to be Play Sugar House in New Jersey, but that changed over to Bet Rivers, and now I'm still seeing Sugar House in Connecticut. Is it?
The Connecticut book is still Play Sugar House.
Okay, all right.
But again, they're leaving the market. They're going to be doing a retail book though, but they're going to be doing they're going to be leaving the market in terms of sports betting and online casino once their deal with the lottery is complete.
Okay, sounds good.
Last thing, BetMGM, which is having some issues with some cybersecurity issues.
Yeah.
As we're taping this, they still are.
Well,
It's working
I think
itself
it's working
out, yeah.
itself out. Yeah.
But they released the updated version of the sports betting app that they have, BetMGM, shared wallet, better odds boosts. They launched the 8-bit Barry football game, which is a free to play game once a week. You pretend to be Barry Sanders. They just have him running across the screen.
Okay.
Then you have a tackler. You choose.
Have you tried it yet?
I've tried it twice.
Oh, okay. I haven't tried it yet.
It's actually not too bad.
All
It's
right.
kind of fun. I
I
mean,
wanna
there's
try
not
it.
much to it, but
Okay,
you know.
well, I'll try it.
Yeah, and they also have team partner hometown odds boosts now.
Okay.
So wherever you're located, you will see an odds boost for that team located there.
Great.
Let's finish up with our legislative roundup. Rounding out the show, we've got our legislative update section here. We're going to start off in Florida. As everyone knows, the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals denied the petition from West Flagler for an en banc review of the original 3-judge panel decision against against West Flagler and Associates and others regarding the sports betting industry in the state. Right now, all we're waiting for is an issuance of a 7-day order from the court, which will allow the Seminoles to launch sports betting in Florida.
Wow, great.
At press time, we don't know what's going on at this moment because West Flagler can still ask for a stay in that order, as well as appeal to the Supreme Court, the U.S. Supreme Court. Don't know whether or not the stay is going to be granted because they have to apply to the same court that denied the en banc review.
Yeah.
So probably by the time this airs, we may have some sort of idea of the sports betting launch window for Florida, if not already launched. Maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows?
Well, what we can say is the finish line is kind of in sight.
Yes.
Okay. So
Over in North Carolina, which is inching closer and closer to the launch of its sports betting industry. The North Carolina Lottery has opened the email portal for service providers, retail books, and also platforms to apply for sports wagering licenses in the state. That opened on September 1st. The online sports betting operator license panel portal was opened on August 8th already. So they're moving slower and slower to launch. They're expecting up to 12 online sports books, 8 in-person sports books. Also, the act that they passed also authorizes live horse racing and horse race wagering in the state.
That's great. Good.
And, we're looking at possibly a launch sometime next year. Don't know whether it's going to be early, depending upon how the regulations and timelines work out, but they were talking early 2024 launch.
The one thing I'm seeing is new states is that the launch time seems to be a lot quicker.
Yes.
I mean, you have all the providers who know what they're doing, who've done it in lots of states. We got the legislators seeing what other legislators are doing in other states. They're seeing the rules and regulations. They're seeing what rules and regulations work and which ones need to be tweaked a bit for their particular situation. But no, I like the fact that it kind of, the process is kind of getting streamlined a little bit.
Well, currently, sports betting and horse race betting is only allowed at the tribal casinos in the state. So this would be commercial. This is the first launch of commercial. So. Interesting to watch. Over in Missouri is constantly trying to pass sports betting. We now have 4 proposals on the table for putting the sports betting proposition on the ballot. Basically, the only place they differ is in the number of books, standalone books that can be offered. 4 is the most in all 4 of those.
Sure. That's got to have to happen. I mean, just so many people in Missouri want it to happen. You know, they're traveling across state lines. Some, you see some of these reports from GeoComply, and a lot were from Missouri lately with all the, trying to get into the states around them, doing the mobile. Trying to do the mobile applications through in other states.
Well, they all propose 10% tax rates. They all propose responsible gambling, different licensing fees. One of them even proposes entertainment districts, sort of, where if there's a stadium in the district, the stadium can have the sports book.
Nice, okay.
So we'll see what happens there. Again, they've been trying forever. It doesn't seem to work out for them.
Eventually, it's got to get done. I mean, so many people want it in that state. It's just absolutely amazing.
That's it for this week's Turnpike Sports Book Report. Press releases, info at turnpikesportsradio.com. If you've been following along on TV, Ticker's been flying by with additional news stories, and you will see a full print version of the Turnpike Sports Book Report on our blog, turnpikesports.us. Click on the blog button. That will be released after this show has aired.
And that'll do it for us this week. We'll see you next time on the Turnpike.